What is up? Welcome to Film Villains.
We're doing it live.
Yes,
we're doing it live.
We're a few minutes late. How is everyone doing today? How about you guys? What are you doing? What are you up to?
I'm doing it live tonight. That's
Good,
what I'm doing, bro. I'm doing it live. It's going down right now, live on Film Villains.
Hell yeah.
Live.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing all right. I did. Did you finish up your vertical movie last week?
Oh, bro. So we had a very, very successful production. We wrapped up a couple vertical shows. I'm really, really excited. Both of the scripts were incredible, and one of the shows in particular had was a period piece, so that was super fun. And spoiler alert, I may or may not be in the show as a bad guy with a decommissioned Tommy gun. Just saying.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that might be a thing coming very soon.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was super fun. But yeah, man, we're I finally have a couple of weeks down to prep on some more shows and work on some more horror stuff and get it going, bro, you know? But just kind of getting back into the swing of life.
And you have a few more on the dock, right?
Bro, so here I am actually currently in the mix with two movies that are coming down the pipeline. It's Fate and Terabella that I've talked to you guys about before, but
yeah,
I should have some big news in regards to one and or both of those movies very soon. But unfortunately, nothing I can divulge of yet. But things are in the mix. Things are happening.
Yeah,
in the world.
I know Alex had a big weekend. I happened to be part of one of those nights. Tell us about your weekend, Alex.
My weekend was about music this weekend. I played a benefit show in San Pedro called Free Gaza, You Fucks. All money going directly to aid a family getting the fuck out of Palestine. And we raised a fuck ton of money. I got to play with some killer bands. Jenny Cotterill opened. My band Animals and Children played. Total Massacre, Rot Bite. And one of my childhood here, like one of my favorite musicians of all time, Jeff Ott, he's the lead singer in this band called 15. My band actually got to back him up on a couple songs, and I got to bounce around on stage with one of my fucking heroes. It was pretty all right.
Nice.
And then I played a benefit for the Pasadena Humane Society yesterday, and Ack was there, and we hung out with those creepers, and fun was had by all.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, very cool.
I guess I should have read the flyer. I didn't know it was for the Humane Society, but yeah, I picked up a CD. I'll have to listen to it.
Yeah, Ack, I'm surprised the Humane Society lets you go anywhere near there, especially with your penchant for small animals. You know?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, you know, I'm rehabilitated, so we're good.
Oh, fully rehabilitated?
Yes.
So if you were to walk by, say, like a well-groomed hamster, you wouldn't go into a fit of fury like normal?
It's not fury. It's more like envy that I can't be the hamster or have it be me.
And,
be the hamster.
It's like you want so badly to be the hamster, but the best that you can really do is to just have the hamster become part of you.
Always the ham, but never the hamster, you know.
Always the ham, never the hamster.
And I just happened to have a proof of Alex last night playing a live show. Look at this.
This is scary.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Ooh, spooky.
Yeah, it's a little dark.
That's me.
So you're like for real in a band, bro.
For real. In a band, we can do things.
That's what's up.
Animals and children.
Oh my gosh, Summer. You guys are probably tired of having me here. No, Summer.
Summer, we show up just for you.
Hell no, Summer. We literally are like, guys, we gotta keep the show going because we have one
Summer.
fan,
We pretend it's an open live, but it's literally you're the only person with the link that gets it. It's just for you.
Summer, you're part of the fam, dude. If you ever want to come live on the show, dude, let us know and we'll do that.
Yeah, we'll have to have him join someday.
Yeah, we can do Summer's top 5 favorite horror movies or something. You know?
Two
but
Jennifer,
no,
two Jennifer, two Jennifer,
no. Well,
two
whatever.
Jennifer.
Oh, hold on. I was gonna say though, when we were talking about hamsters earlier, it reminded me that I actually did act in a movie about hamster insertion. It was called Vermin Town. Ron Jeremy was in it. It was not an adult film, but it was a mockumentary about a town that basically got an obsession with hamster insertion, as if it was like a drug epidemic. But everyone in the town just became hamster obsessed.
Addicted to putting the hamsters in the butt.
Yeah. It was like one of my first movies in LA, dude. This guy Jose directed it. It was fucking rad.
Oh,
but
really?
yeah, it was cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was oh, and Summer says, speaking of which, have you ever considered having Felissa Rose on? I would totally.
Yeah.
I would love to have Felissa Rose on.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We're all friends with
Axe
Felissa,
says that she's his best friend, but yet we know, where is she?
I'll text Felissa, dude.
She was actually supposed to be on our show about a month ago. She was going to come by and she had to cancel. She got busy.
She had to wash her hair.
Actually, she was supposed to be coming over to my house tomorrow, so we're going to have her on.
Definitely.
We also have another person in the running to be on do an interview, another big actor from the horror world. So we'll be announcing that when it's confirmed.
Yeah, we are going to try to do some more guest hosts or Summer says she had to watch. That shit is hilarious. But we're gonna do more guests, more potentially interviews, or I like the when we had like Nicole on as a guest host. I thought having guest hosts was pretty fun, but
have them join.
I mean, that was an interview too. We got into Nicole. Like
that is very true. But it was fun also to just like shoot the shit about horror stuff with people, you know.
Oh yeah, have the interviewee come on in and watch some trailers with us and talk some shit for sure.
Yes,
come on in.
I did watch a horror movie this week, and in fact, I watched it twice because it was that good. Have you guys seen Heretic?
No, I have not watched it yet.
Oh man, bro. With what's his face? Hugh Jackman. No, not Hugh Jackman. Oh my god. Hugh Grant.
Yes.
Bro, it's very intense. It's very good.
Yeah, it seemed like my kind of movie, you know.
It was really, really well done, and like I said, I watched it 2 days in a row because it was that good, and I wanted to watch it again. Once you know what happened, it's like fuck. Okay, I want to go back and watch it again, knowing what happens. And
so there's a mystery.
Do I know what this is?
Yeah, it's like the two. They're
so
girls or something.
It's about two Mormon missionaries that are end up at this guy's house to basically talk to him about the good Book of Mormon. And he essentially decides to try to change their faith in a horrific way.
Yes.
And it's very, very interesting movie. And it really kind of felt like I wish you guys had seen it because I'd love to really dive into it because but it was it felt a little like on the nose in terms of like its messaging, and like the director or the writer obviously had a point they were trying to make about religion in general, and that part kind of hits you in the face, but it's also a point that I agree with. So it's like, even though it's pretty in your face, it's also like, yeah, but that's totally true. So so it's pretty interesting. Like it is definitely thought provoking.
And Hugh,
creepy movie.
And Hugh plays. Does he play like an atheist or the opposite?
Oh man, well I don't want to give away his.
His thing.
Yeah, that's like kind of a big spoiler.
Okay, maybe he believes in something and may not be.
But
Scientology.
I will say that Hugh Grant is absolutely charming and evil and scary, and especially in the first act, he really leans into his Hugh Grant charm. But like you as an audience member know that like something's not right. So it's pretty enjoyable, man. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, Heretic, man. It was I give it 2 thumbs up, dude. I thought it was really, really really solid movie.
And
It took it, yeah.
Scary as
It's
shit too. Suspense and scares.
It's pretty disturbing. I wouldn't say that
Oh.
it's like it's directed beautifully, and the suspense in particular in the first act is really, really high. But like it's not a particularly shocking movie or like grisly movie or like jump out of your seat movie, but it's more like thought provoking. And yeah, it is just a good movie, man. It's like I said, I watched it, and then literally the next day, my girl and I are like, "Hey, what do you want to watch?" And she's like, "Yo, let's watch Heretic again." And I'm like, "Yeah, you know what? I'd actually be down." So like that ended up, yeah, man. That's like the sign of a good movie is when you want to watch again right after you've seen it for the first time.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
love it or hate it, it's still, that's a dub. Oh shit, Kyle Miller's in here. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Kyle, what up, dog?
What?
Kyle Miller is a wonderful OG homie from the Chicago days. Actually, first feature film I ever acted in, Driver's Ed Mutiny. Kyle Miller was one of my co-stars. That's where we met. My first indie feature.
Welcome, Kyle. Yeah, I think it's my first time seeing your name here, so thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, Kyle, you gotta watch Heretic, bro. Kyle, what's your favorite scary movie, bro? I'm genuinely curious.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, did you guys watch anything this week?
Yeah,
I watched The Fanatic.
Oh, shut up,
shit.
Dude. Okay, so you
watched it last Monday night, so it's been a week.
Okay, right after our show.
It's been a week.
It was. I mean, it was awesome. I couldn't turn away. I couldn't. It was like a odd, low budget short with a shit ton of money and John Travolta. Like fucking wild.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, here's my question, and this is a very genuine question for you, Napiwocki. But why do you think
Fred Durst is the best director of all time? Yes.
Okay, that's true. That might be true. But why do you think Travolta did that movie? Like, why do you think he did that? I'm genuinely curious because you know he didn't get paid like $10 million to do that.
The whole movie was $10 million. So
the whole movie was probably like,
and
honestly,
had
like
3 to 5. He probably got a million.
No, it was 10. I mean, I looked it up. It said it was $10 million.
Oh, really?
$3,000.
So hyperinflated, though. I bet that's
so $5 million to fucking John Travolta and $1 million to fucking Fred Durst, and then they made a movie with the rest of the money.
I mean, they shut down a lot of Hollywood. Like, it's a lot of that takes place at Hollywood and Highland, like on the streets and shit. So
really?
That's definitely where I think the rest of the budget, besides Mr. Travolta, went. But oh no, why did he do it? It's different for him.
That's true.
Like, I mean, it's a very different role.
It's a chance.
He probably really wanted that haircut.
The mullet,
fucking styling. Maybe he's had some encounters with some crazy fans because it sounds like Fred Durst did this because of something that happened in real life, right?
Apparently, it's based on a true story. So they say Fred Durst must have had a fanatic.
Fred Durst had it.
Yeah, well, Fred Durst wrote the movie, so yeah.
Okay, so it was kind of based on his. Okay.
And Devon Sawa was perfectly hateable. Like, you fucking just hate him.
Great.
We just fuck that guy. Just piece of shit. I just can't wait for him to die. It's good.
Really.
Devon Sawa is also a very handsome man. I will say that respectfully. I was when we were watching The Fanatic, my brother's wife and my mom are like, and my aunt's like, "Wow, Devon Sawa, that guy's cute."
You know what? I'll say it very disrespectfully that Devon Sawa is a very handsome man.
There you go. I like that.
Disrespectfully.
Disrespectfully.
He shouldn't be that handsome. No,
he should not be that handsome, man.
No.
He's a wonderful guy. Yeah, Devon Sawa is super underrated.
Kyle says, yeah.
And what up, Jesus is GOAT?
Yeah, we got Jesus GOAT.
What up?
Sorry, Alex, you just threw up a. Go ahead.
I was just agreeing with Kyle on fucking.
For sure.
There
we go. Yeah.
Yes.
Kyle
Numero uno.
Yeah.
You got
and that was tied for number one on our top 31 horror movies of all time countdown.
Yeah, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched that, go in November we have it's on our main page. But okay, do we watch Tubi original horror movies?
I watch a lot of shitty horror movies on Tubi. I'm not sure what all's been horror Tubi originals.
Well,
yeah,
Jonathan made it to be.
Jonathan
Yeah.
had what? Deadly Surgeon?
yeah. Our co-host Jonathan, he made. I think it was called Sinister Surgeon. So he can chat with you, Jesus's goat, on that. Once he's going to join us in a little bit. I think he had to do some work right now. And Kyle said Barbarian is the new one for him as far as
for modern horror, Barbarian, fucking
Barbarian is fantastic.
All the other ones are jumping up trying to touch it.
I will say that Heretic has a bit of Barbarian vibes.
Well, speaking of Barbarian, give me 1 second. There we go. Look at that segue. Not too bad. We have Mr. Zach Krieger.
Speaking of college,
news of the word.
That was just
segues we strive for, man.
Yeah,
that was a smooth segue, Christian. I'm proud of you, bro.
I'm working on it. We're trying to get better, audience members. We'll see if we ever do. Zach Krieger, the director of Barbarian, he's making a Resident Evil reboot, and it has a release date. And I am frozen, but I'll probably not be frozen soon enough.
I fucking love the Resident Evil games so much. The movies are great too, but I'm not a hardcore gamer. Movie. I don't game. I mean, I go through phases. I guess since childhood. But anytime that someone's like, "You want to play Resident Evil right now?" the answer is fucking yes.
Okay.
Absolutely,
I don't blame you.
And Zach Krieger says he's been a rabid fan for decades, and they're going to try to make it as close to the game as possible. That's what I think. That's what they're saying here. So
okay. Because we definitely made movies out of the original franchise. Like
I
have that video game feel, but they were rad. I enjoyed the movies. Yeah,
they're pretty cool. And I've watched. Actually, I was part of the Resident Evil universe a little bit. I think it was the fourth maybe the fourth movie. My friends got hired to build this giant semi-trailer truck, and they pitched it to the Resident Evil people as this like thing that could be shipped around the world to be a Resident Evil experience. You could walk through it, and it was really cool. So that was like the hardest job I've ever had. It was like 2 months straight trying to make this deadline of like completely gutting a semi truck trailer and then adding in an entire like 3 rooms that had a computer controlled things, and it was just really crazy. It was cool. But
what do you guys think about this hot take?
What do you guys
think about this?
Castaneda, what is it? Like the substance?
It felt like a Tales from the Crypt ending. That's like a great compliment, though. That's like
exactly.
That's like the highest compliment you could give. They
nailed
a movie.
It. Yeah,
totally.
Yeah, like
oh dude,
one of the body horror versions of Tales from the Crypt, maybe the one where they're chopping, like they're playing poker and they're chopping off their own fingers each time they lose a hand.
Dude, I should bust out my Tales from the Crypt VHS collection, dude. I have a stack of Tales from the Crypt.
Yeah, just put some on right now. Let's just watch that instead of talking.
Honestly, we should, because Tales from the Crypt is super. My buddy Tay that's in the chat right now, he's the one that actually introduced me to Tales from the Crypt. So when he became my roommate in college, Tay had all the Tales from the Crypt on DVD. So we started like fucking binging Tales from the Crypt and watched the whole series over the course of a couple months. And I was like blown away, dude. There's so many really, really good episodes. Yeah. It's like up there with Twilight Zone, I'd say. Like in terms of like greatest horror shows of all time, like you can't, like it's tough. Like Tales from the Crypt is right there.
Yeah, I love that one. Like Tales from the Crypt, Twilight Zone. I love Tales because it's my generation of growing up. Even though I watched Twilight as a little kid, but not a lot of it. And also, when I was in high school, I got into this one show called Hammer House of Horror, and it came out I think in the 80s, but they were playing it on the Sci-Fi Channel for a while. And, I fell in love with that. So that one's really cool too. I have the box set over there.
All right, hold on, stand by. I'm stepping away for a sec because I feel like Jace is calling me out here. So stand by. I'll be back for 1 second.
Yeah, Jace Nielsen, welcome to the show. VHS collection mention.
That's where they called out Hunter.
And we have
they
Shanna,
don't even know.
Thank you for joining us, and Tay and everybody. Thanks for joining us. This is great. We love having people to chat with. So. I'm going to bring up another piece of news here.
I don't have to talk to him as much. It's good.
Yeah, me. Don't talk to me. Wait, did I bring up this? I think this is one of the things that I missed last week. Kevin Bacon goes demon hunting in the Bondsman trailer. Did I show you this trailer? It's Kevin Bacon as a demon hunter.
Nah.
Okay.
No, that sounds
I knew
all in though.
Yeah, I watched it. Like
I don't even know. Watch the trailer. I'm just gonna tell you, best fucking trailer I've ever seen. Right?
Yeah.
Like that's.
Well, let's play it. Let's check it out.
Do we want Hunter back? It's fine.
He'll join in a second.
Did you?
Fine.
Oh, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
Male enforcement, come out with your hands up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think maybe I did.
Mr. Halloran, I'm here about your new job orientation.
She knows things, Hub, about how you
Died and went to hell. You're only standing here now because we brought you back.
which is just plain silly.
Do you think it's silly, Mr. Halloran?
What job, lady?
You're still a bounty hunter, but now you hunt demons for the devil.
Obviously.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Imagine
Kevin
hell
Bacon.
is a prison, and sometimes inmates bust out. This time one of them busted out here, and more might be coming. The warden wants them found and sent back.
What do you mean, send them back?
Just put one in the brain. You'll see, hopefully, for all of us.
I need to tell you something about your pastor.
Well, shit. Maybe it's not just about killing demons.
Run!
Look, you can get your family back together.
You're stuck in this so-called job for how long?
The hell runs out of demons, seems like. You need to see this. There's a pattern.
Then call the hotline.
A 1-900 number charging $10 a minute.
What do you expect? It's hell. If you fail to process any demons assigned to you,
Step on it, we're skipping school.
you will be terminated.
Jesus, Lord, please help me.
This is like awesome.
Did you
Okay,
take up
that was
so
awesome.
long for a demon fight yesterday?
I'm just trying to do something nice here. Shit. Fuck me.
Oh, it's a series?
That was
Interesting.
one of the longest trailers I've ever seen.
I know, yeah,
I
it
was
was
like,
forever.
damn, if that's a movie, that was like
was
a fucking
like
epic, dude.
Watching a season recap when I need,
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up, bro.
But I'm down, and that shit looks super fun. You see the line where like the lady's like, this is not just about killing demons. It's about your family and getting back together with your family too. And it's like, okay, was that just for the trailer to make it, or is it that in the show? You know, 'cause that's a little too cheesy, right? But the rest of it was fucking great.
It's pretty cheese-tastic.
Or you know,
It
yeah,
looks,
it looks fucking fun.
Yeah. Speaking of horror series, I did go venture out for a moment, gentlemen. Just to
where
show
do you go? What happened? What's that about?
just
I have
to show
abandonment
you-
issues,
Just
bro.
to show you this stack, man.
Oh damn!
Yeah, you know, that
Sexy.
Tales from the Crypt VHS stack, bro.
Is that everyone? And did you
No,
get them
no,
once? Oh,
it's not everyone. I wish it was, but eventually I'll have all of them. But these are just like crispy tapes, dude.
yeah, yeah,
It's
hell
real.
yeah.
I know I don't have everyone because I'm missing. Well, let me tell you, I went to this record store in Kansas City, and they had all these Tales from the Crypts, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna buy them because if I buy one, I'm just gonna buy them all, and they were all like, you know, $5 or $6 each or something. There was a shitload of them.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm not trying to spend that much on tapes. But then, like 2 hours later, I was telling my girlfriend about it. I was like, man, they had all these Tales from the Crypt. She's like, just go back and get them, dude. You're going to kick yourself forever if you don't go get them.
Mm-hmm.
So I went back and got them, and someone had already snagged a couple of them out of there.
Oh,
Even in that couple hours that I waited, that I sat on it. So I know I don't have them all. But
what did we learn? Always impulse buy everything.
Yeah.
Impulse purchase everything.
only
That
way.
is exactly what I learned, and that's how I operate my life, and that's why my life is hell. No, I'm just kidding.
It's the only way to avoid regret.
Yeah, well,
exactly.
Some people commented on that last video, said Jesus goat, Constantine vibe. So yeah, I could see that. You know, the demon hunting and all that.
Dude, so I heard they're making a Constantine 2.
Oh, really?
I think that's actually a thing that Keanu Reeves is making official.
Oh shit! Okay. And Tay saw Nosferatu.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me that Tay liked his mustache because Tay is known to enjoy a good mustache ride.
Yes.
So, like that's the mustache is first thing.
I found the mustache to be mighty, and it was quite fine.
It was mighty. It was mighty. And
Chris in the house here.
Yeah, man.
I had no problem with Orlok's look.
I had no problem with it at all either.
I had no problem with Orlak's dong, if I'm going to be honest.
That's really what we're doing. That's what we meant by mustache, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was very full, very brown. It was nice. Yeah.
Twirled at the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Summer's jealous of your stacks. She wants your stacks, dude.
Oh, bro, man. Yeah, the Tales from the Crypt. I also, as a bonus, and I have not watched this, but I did grab, I only have 4 of these, Tales from the Dark Side.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, you know, but I never got into these, so I've honestly never watched them, but they are real
definitely
nice.
Definitely get into that, dude.
Oh, yeah, good shit.
The opening song is just superb. It just sets the stage for the creepiness that is to come.
Okay.
A little opening, and it's just super lo-fi 80s. It's awesome. The opening credits are awesome.
Yeah, no, I'm down. Wow, yeah, this one has Jodie Foster.
Talking about Fallout. Fallout was fucking awesome, Chris. I had no idea what I was getting into when I watched that show, and I absolutely fucking loved it. Either of you guys see that shit?
Fallout?
No.
Fallout?
Mm-hmm.
No, I never played it. None of that.
Never played it.
Into the
Great
video
show.
Games.
They made a show of it. Yeah.
Yeah, came out last year, little random sleeper hit. Didn't hear anything about it going in, and just fucking awesome. And that is a great freeze frame for you. You look like this.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, that's nice.
Good. What was I doing?
That's nice, Act.
Picking my nose?
No, you're just like this. It was good.
Oh shit! Oh, I'm sharing their own.
What do you got? What's this?
Sharing. Yeah,
that was a whole bunch of inappropriate links that I don't think anyone was supposed to see.
That's all my movie files. I clicked on the wrong damn thing. I was going to show one last piece of news here.
Let's do it.
Which is going to be a quickie. There it is. Okay. On Fangoria.com, our friend Sarah Nicklin shared the first 5 minutes of Popeye the Slayer.
Ooh, nice.
So we're not going to watch that here, but you can head over to Fangoria.com. We will have her on the show eventually soon as well. Maybe
Sarah is wonderful. I've been fortunate enough to work with her a couple times and hang out with her a couple times, and she is just a true gem, dude, and a really, really talented actress. So I'm hyped for Popeye the Slayer, man, and I'm hyped for Miss Nicklin as well. That's awesome.
Yes, she was over. I had a little karaoke barbecue on Saturday night, so she and her husband Sean, who's been one of my closest friends for a long time, they came by.
Yeah,
so this movie's Popeye the Slayer, man. We showed it on our show, the trailer, and it is coming out on I think March 19th in theaters. So we'll circle back, and she just texted me like a minute ago too. So we'll see if we can get her on the show and talk about this.
Oh, that'd be great, man. That'd be great. I got to work with her on the Black Mass, Stephanie Pinn's movie. And and she was just fucking incredible. And it was so funny because the scene that I shot when Sarah, if you've seen the Black Mass, spoiler alert, Sarah Nicklin has one of the most gruesome deaths in the entire movie. And I wasn't on set for a lot of it because we were shooting in a really tight spot, and I was, mostly managing everything outside. Basically, I wasn't needed on set, so I wasn't gonna be on set. So she goes into the house. They film for a couple hours, and then she comes out, and she is just a fucking bloody mess, like head to toe, gashed, gnashed, and fucking wrecked, dude. And I go up to her and she's got this big ass smile on her face. I'm like, how'd it go, Sarah? She's like, dude, awesome. It was so funny, dude, because she was like beaming, bro. She was in her element, bro. And yeah, dude. So she just fucking killed it in the Black Mass. And yeah, so I'm hyped for Popeye the Slayer, man. I have no doubt she's gonna bring it.
Yeah, she gets to be the
Isn't she the
first
Drew
person.
Barrymore?
Yeah, she's the Drew Barrymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
So you know, she's
And
got
actually, oh, go ahead.
a piece of the film, but she's the star of the piece of the
Yeah,
film. Right?
and I was
That's what
telling-
Drew Barrymore means.
Yeah, I was telling her and John the other day, I'm like, well, you know, if people end up turning off the movie, at least they saw your scene, right, Sarah? And she's like, yeah, hell yeah. You know,
Fuck yeah.
not the
Oh,
worst,
damn.
dude.
Jace Nielsen, did you watch the Black Mass Devaney Pins movie about Ted Bundy, or are you thinking of a different Black
No,
Mass
Summer
movie?
and Jace. So yeah, I think there's another one, but
There's a couple movies called Black Mass. That's all I'm just
yeah.
I'm just
And I ended up getting a associate producer credit on that. I wasn't expecting that, but I think Devin.
What do you have to do for that? What do you do? Tell us what you do.
Well, you know, it had to do with Hunter. And,
Christian came through in the clutch when it was needed the most.
Yes.
That's you know what I'm saying. You know. Yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna try to pull up a trailer of it because there's only let's promote this.
Oh,
movie.
see,
This is
Jace,
excellent
if you want
fucking movie,
if you want to watch a gnarly, nasty, R-rated horror movie, watch Devaney Pins The Black Mass, and but just proceed with caution and every trigger warning ever.
Yeah, here I'm gonna play the trailer just because I'm gonna pee while we do that. Oh, it's only a minute, but you guys keep talking about it once we're. Hold on, let's present it. Here we go. Share screen.
Don't stall a urinal under your desk already.
I know,
bro.
dude. I wish I had one so bad. Okay, here we go.
Oh, Cleopatra. Damn.
They thought
What? Did I say that about a friend's movie? Fuck. They've just ripped me off and are a terrible company, but no big deal. It's fine.
I'm not doing this
It's
again.
Hey,
fine.
you know, bro,
You can turn yourself in and change it. You know it right now.
I'll tell you
I'm
this.
not going
This
back to
movie
prison.
is
That's
fucking
not a life.
intense. Oh, and that was me in the trailer too. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't need to go back. Innocent people don't go to prison.
I don't know why you put yourself through this.
That's Miss Nick Lynn and Ellen.
Are you hearing me?
Eileen Deed.
It's not okay.
Lara Jean Mumer.
All the homies.
Hey, you have to dead!
Is this the man? Do you recognize this man? Is this the man who attacked you?
Bruh.
Yeah,
I'm just telling you guys, it's a fucking awesome movie.
it's a pretty killer movie.
It's very, very well done, and it's it was also very, very low budget too. So it's just a credit to Devaney for putting magic together.
Yeah, a lot of
man,
that was
making magic
pretty
happen.
high budget cinema. Fucking yeah.
Any
Something
period
goes down
piece,
the big screen.
any period piece is tough, dude, because all the wardrobe had to be period, all the cars. We had to rent I got to drive a pretty hot rod car in that movie. It was pretty fun. But yeah.
You remember what
Yeah,
it
we
was?
kind of went off. I don't remember what kind of car it was, which I'm not a car guy, which is just never been my thing. It was a fast car. I'll say that.
Yeah, would we consider The
The
Menu?
menu
a
was
horror movie?
awesome.
Oh, you just watched The Menu recently, right, bro?
I watched
Or I
it
make
like
that
3
up.
weeks ago.
3 weeks.
My plan
is
was-
recent to me.
It's enough that I remember most of it. The acting was fucking superb. The kills were awesome. It
Mhm.
looked fantastic. The production design was fucking on point. I mean, the acting was phenomenal. Have you seen this one, Ack?
No, I know about it. And I've been meaning to see it. So
I did see it and I liked it. I did like it.
The ending was a little but I don't know. I mean, I think I even read Letterbox or something where it's like it's really weird when you expected the movie to end in cannibalism and it didn't end in cannibalism. And that was my feelings with that movie too. I was just waiting for the cannibalism. It never happened. I was surprised, pleasantly surprised.
Speaking of cannibalism, I have a would you rather for you guys.
oh shit, here we go.
Cheeseburger the movie, exactly.
Would you rather eat one spoonful of human feces? Just a spoonful.
Just only one. You can't have
Just
more.
one spoonful. Just one. You can only you only get one spoonful. Anything else you got to pay for. Or two burgers are placed in front of you. One's a regular cheeseburger. One's a human meat burger. But burger. You got to pick one and eat it, but you don't know what it is until you start eating it.
I mean, as a vegetarian, I'd be hoping it's a human meat burger because I've always said, like, you know, shit hits the fan. I think I could eat a person, you know.
I could definitely eat a person, bro. I'd eat them right in the butt.
Well, it sounds like you want both then, if that's your goal.
I'm off the rails, dude. Oh yeah, see, Mark, what up, bro? He says he's going with the human meat burger chance.
Yeah, totally human meat burger.
I'd probably eat this. Yeah,
I'd spoon of shit.
I'm eating the human meat burger all the way. Meat is murder, right? Right, Alex?
I mean, I'm not. Yeah. Sure. Not the biggest Morrissey fan, but you know.
Oh yes, yeah.
I mean, you know, I don't know. I remember seeing Morrissey a few years ago, and you know, he did the like animal fucking torture videos on screen, and I just walked away. Like, as someone who is a true vegetarian, I had to fucking walk away from that. I couldn't even watch it. Like, it's defeating the point. I don't want to preach. I don't want to do any of that shit. Like, if anybody's interested, come see me. That's it. That's the end.
Yeah.
But
that's the end.
I don't care what you eat. Don't care what I eat.
What did you eat today, Alex?
Human.
Yeah, what did you eat today, Alex? A human meat burger?
Human meat burger. I had a 3-egg omelet, which cost about $8,000. And
was it fake eggs?
Yeah, dude. That's how they get you. If you want to get a 3-egg omelet nowadays, you got to like give up some of your booty to make a human meat burger for the restaurant.
I've known Hunter for pushing 20 years, and he's forever doing Would You Rather.
Since day one with Hunter. Dude. That's Hunter's pickup line. That's how he makes friends, family.
Oh, dude, I have. Kyle, yeah, I've the Rolodex of Would You Rather's has grown substantially over the years.
Yeah. And speaking of cannibalism, watch Low Flies.
Low Life.
I'm dyslexic, all right? Low Life.
You like being called out.
Yeah.
Low life. Whatever.
I have not seen Low Life, but I do like.
I haven't even heard of that.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but I like cannibals.
Yeah.
Would you there's a.
Can you pick who shit?
Oh, if it's like Kim Kardashian shit or fucking.
Oh, I wouldn't want that, dude. That would be like my last
shit.
Oh yeah, I would go with someone tried and true. Someone like, yeah, like honestly, I feel like Obama's shit would probably be pretty fresh.
I doubt it.
No, I don't know. Low Lifes is on Tubi.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Okay, what are we talking about, guys?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Even if I had an answer, I don't need a soundbite of that existing.
Well, I had a new friend over the other day, and so I decided to throw on a little R. Kelly Trapped in the Closet.
Oh yes.
Which will be taught in cinema classes for the rest of time.
And it should. I mean,
I've got a copy of Trapped in the Closet somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, once you get to the second half, it's not as good. But then there's a third half, and I can't get it yet. I haven't been able to find a copy of it. But there's a third part that I don't even own. I didn't even know about.
Trapped in the Closet is honestly like a masterpiece.
It is. It was hysterical. Anytime I've seen it, it's especially the first like half, the first 12 chapters. It is fucking.
It's got 3
insane. Dude's got 3 halves. It's insane, dude. It's insane.
Yo, throw on an episode of Trapped in the Closet real quick, bro. I feel like I need that. I feel.
You want to see a trailer or something?
I just want to see like the first stanza.
But no, it'll R. Kelly from prison will hit us with a copyright.
Or are we gonna get a copyright suit from R. Kelly, bro?
Yeah, you know.
All right, would you rather be trapped in a closet with R. Kelly? Or
did we get the last episode back up or whatever?
Oh no! Oh yeah! No! Oh yeah! Anybody that was there
section edited out and
yeah. There's some pieces that I needed to edit out, and then I just didn't do it. I've been busy. I've been making a movie, or in pre-production this week. So
I saw you drink no less than 4 beers at a bar yesterday.
Yeah, I definitely. You were counting. And it was 4 beers. Holy shit!
Mark says,
Oh,
are there
I
really
don't know.
12 chapters to? I'm assuming
Alex is
trapped
my
in
new
a closet.
girlfriend, fucking counting my beers and shit. Holy shit!
Mark,
I know how long I saw you for. I didn't have to count anything. Just
if it's a half an hour, for a while. If it's a half an hour, you know it's going to be at least a 4 beer fucking half an hour. So you were correct, but I took my time. I actually talked to your lovely lady outside for a good half an hour while you guys were setting up and we caught up. I hadn't seen her in a while. So
you guys are precious.
Shout out Nadia. Hi, babe.
The trailer.
Let's see, is there?
Yeah, there's way more than 12 chapters, Mark. There's like literally like 50 chapters of trapped in a closet.
Yeah, okay, but it's all music, so we can't. I'm not gonna play this shit because R. Kelly.
Don't play it.
We just have to talk. Okay,
and we don't want to promote literal Nazis, right? Is that what he is? No, he's even worse.
Have I ever said my R. Kelly?
He's pedophile.
Bro, can I tell you guys my R. Kelly story? I probably told you
human trafficking type thing. What?
Yeah, no,
I have an R. Kelly story.
Oh, really?
Were you in a sex cult?
From before I was ever even in entertainment business.
If you need help escaping, blink twice.
Bro, I worked at an express close on Michigan Avenue in Chicago. Okay, take and back me up if Tay's still in the chat. This happened. And so I'm working at Express on Michigan Avenue, and one day R. Kelly comes in with one real short dude and like 2 chicks. Okay. And they're there for like an hour and a half trying on suits and just shopping around. And after he leaves, an associate that worked there, very attractive young girl, got a whole group gathered in the stockroom because she was the one helping R. Kelly. Mm-hmm. And R. Kelly apparently gave her his phone number and said, "Hey, how old are you?" That was his pickup line. "How old are you?" She said, "I'm 18. And he said, "Oh, cool. Well, me and my crew, we're going to go watch The Notebook at my hotel later if you're at all interested," and gave her his fucking number, dude. No. And that was that was like a couple months after he was acquitted of the whole PP thing. So it was pretty fucking hilarious because first line he had was, "How old are you?"
Oh yeah, first line. He's like,
that's
hoping
his pickup line. R. Kelly, man, fuck yeah.
Yeah, we have some.
That's my R. Kelly story. Sorry. Yeah, The Notebook. Yeah, that's like a go-to. Now, to be fair, The Notebook is a fantastic movie to watch with somebody that you're trying to sleep with because it's a fucking awesome movie. Who doesn't get turned on watching The Notebook?
But it just happened to be a lady date that I used Trapped in the Closet on.
Oh, did you?
Oh. Besides that, I played Citizen Toxie. We watched like half of this and maybe about 30 minutes of this before I fell asleep. It was getting late, but yeah, it was a dual chaos of shit, awesome shit that night. Summer asked me what show am I working on. It is a new. It's basically the kind of the stuff that Hunter's been doing. So vertical video. I can't talk too much about it, but I'm producing it with my company. I can announce now. Jonathan is directing it for our co-host, which he's not here tonight.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, and so we're gonna start shooting in a few weeks. But,
man, I should talk to Jonathan. Man.
Yeah.
Do you think R. Kelly had 2 business cards, and if she was under 18, she got the real phone number, and because she was over 18, it was just like a fake number that went to like, at the tone, the time will be.
Yeah.
R. Kelly was counting his blessings, man, because he got acquitted of the PP video, man.
Type in your birthday, and then you type it in. Please call back in 0.5 days.
Hey, what's up, Adam?
You would not have when you're like 16.
Yeah, exactly.
Depending on which state are you from, that's the other thing.
What state? What? Oh God. Okay, yeah, we're going there.
Which state laws apply to R. Kelly's life? Yeah.
Dude, Adam Freeman joins the chat and says my cousin was the lead in The Notebook. That's pretty cool. Which
your cousin is Ryan Gosling?
Your cousin is Ryan Gosling? That's pretty cool.
Damn, Adam.
Is her name Rachel?
That's a flex.
Rachel
McAdams?
Rachel McAdams, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
And I saw that movie once. I need to see it again because it's a masterpiece. It was phenomenal.
Oh, The Notebook's fan-fucking-tastic.
Yeah.
It's a great
movie.
movie.
Never seen it.
It's so good, dude. Watch it with your girl, bro.
Yeah, you and Nadia go check it out because
that's a perfect date night movie, and I'm not even kidding. It's so good. It's really, really good.
One of the only ones where you can be like, oh, what kind of romantic comedy bullshit are you going to show me tonight? And if they say Notebook, say yes.
Yeah. The Notebook's a dub. The
Yeah.
Notebook's a major dub.
All right.
Yeah.
Either that or Frankenhooker.
Or Frankenhooker. Yeah. One or the other. Yeah. Frankenhooker.
We're currently watching the show Severance. Have you guys seen this yet?
Oh, no,
It's
no.
the best show on TV. I don't want to like get your hopes up. Or
I watched the
anything.
first season.
Yeah. Second season's going strong right now. There's 2 episodes left. But we just started the second season last night at like midnight, and we watched 5 episodes before we went to sleep. It was just fucking nonstop. Like, it's just anybody in the peanut gallery in the chat see the show? I want to talk to people about it, but I need to get
villain gallery.
Severance is good, man. It feels like a Twilight Zone.
It's a crazy ass Twilight Zone. It looks so fucking cool. Every single shot looks like a storyboard. It looks like a graphic novel. It looks like art. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Ben Stiller's fucking directing this shit. I have no idea. Like, Ben Stiller, I'm like, that guy's a shitty actor. Amazing director. Except for Heavyweights and Dodgeball. Ben Stiller's awesome in those 2 movies. But otherwise, kind of meh.
Dude, Ben Stiller is. I like Ben Stiller, but no, he directed Heavyweights, and did he? I don't think he directed Dodgeball, but I'm pretty sure he directed.
He directed Heavyweights?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Summer, did Ben Stiller direct Heavyweights?
I'm pretty sure, bro. I'm pretty sure he directed Heavyweights.
And Summer, Severance is a gem. It's a mind fuck.
Is Summer our AI now, like Siri? Summer's
can we please
like Jamie on Joe Rogan, except we don't suck and she's awesome.
Oh no, like, Stephen Brill directed. Okay, so no. Ben Stiller did not direct Heavyweights.
Heavyweights goes hard, dude.
Judd Apatow was a writer on Heavyweights. How about that?
That explains like everything, does it not? Because that movie is so much better than any other 90s movie about kids at a fat camp.
What the heck? It says Stephen Brill directed Heavyweights, but I could have sworn it was Ben Stiller. Even Kyle's like, he did direct Heavyweights.
Are we having a Mandela effect thing right now?
I think I'm Mandela affecting this because I could have sworn that Ben Stiller directed Heavyweights.
Ben Stiller, didn't he direct the Meet the Parents?
Did Ben Stiller direct anything? Has he ever directed anything? Because
he's directing Severance. I've never seen his name as director until now. But
hold on, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this right now. I'm sorry, guys.
We need Ben Stiller's IMDb up.
I'm pulling it up right now, guys. I got it. I'm on it. Director. Okay, he only has 20 directing credits. Holy shit! I thought it was a lot more than that.
More than me.
And no shit, Zoolander and Tropic Thunder. Okay, so
I knew Tropic Thunder. Yeah.
Okay.
Reality Bites. No shit.
Yeah.
He plays a pretty shitty dirtbag in that one. It's good. Anytime he's like a bad guy, Ben Stiller's acting is.
He directed The Cable Guy. Interesting. That's pretty cool.
$20 million movie.
Well, there you go.
$20 million actor movie.
He's been directing forever.
There you go.
Is he's directing Happy Gilmore 2? Is that what I just saw?
Let's see. Happy Gilmore 2. No, he's in it. I guess I bet it's.
Oh no, he's.
Well,
he's
he was in Happy Gilmore 1. Yeah,
he's the orderly. I remember. Cut the crap, Grandma. Yeah.
I wonder, is Sandler still at Netflix? Does he still have his deal, or is he making movies outside of Netflix? That's the question. I went to a Netflix party a few years ago. It was like their celebratory. I don't know what the fuck it was. 200 subscriber party or some shit. And Adam Sandler was the talent on stage that they had. He came on and did his acoustic guitar silliness.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. One time I was back in my Tonight Show days. Jennifer Lopez had been on one day, and I think I broke somebody broke a vase in her room. I had to race in there and like clean up all the glass and get it all cleaned up right before she came. And then the next night it was Adam Sandler. And he was in the room with me. I brought in something for him, and I was like, dude, man, I'm glad you're not fucking Jennifer Lopez. Last night, man, she, I told him something. I don't know, he laughed, and I made Adam Sandler laugh. Some sort of stupid joke I made. So.
Nice.
At J-Lo's expense,
That's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's an even trade-off. If you could dump on J-Lo to get a laugh from Adam Sandler, that's a big win.
Yeah.
For sure.
How about we get into why we love horror?
Oh, fuck yeah. I forgot we had a theme for this.
Yeah, we have a theme. Yeah, well,
we've been just
so
expressing our love for it this whole time. So
I mean,
we're on point.
So Hunter, tell us about like what first got you into horror movies and what psychologically what's wrong with you.
Okay, I can figure this out.
Okay.
Okay. So, I got nothing. No, I'm just kidding. No, okay. What's psychologically wrong with me? So, I have a huge affinity for VHS tape collecting, and that's because when I was young, I really liked to go to the video store and pick out a movie, and that was like the biggest reward ever. So, with horror movies, I would say that maybe it started as like a curiosity, and it's probably been a curiosity that just kind of grew.
Like
so, like a gerbil, you start by just looking at it, then you're softly petting it, and then you're caressing. I mean, you know what I'm saying though, and but yeah. But the cool thing about horror movies is that I don't like real life horror. But I love horror in cinema. And I think that people often think like, oh, you like Cannibal Holocaust, you must be a sick fuck. And like, yeah, sure. Like we're all sick in some ways, but I don't know, man. I can separate it. I don't know. But it's cathartic, dude. It feels good to be scared. It's fun to be scared. It's fun to laugh at horror. Like life is so scary in general that it's good to just have something that you can watch that emulates it or triggers those fears but is safe. And
exactly,
and that's what horror is all about, man. But I don't know, in terms of like also making horror, it's the most fun genre to work on, hands down, dude. You're throwing buckets of blood on people and playing with goop, dude. It's so fun.
I mean, did something psychologically happen to you when you were a little kid that
honest
to this stuff?
Honestly, no. Well, probably. Well, okay, I can tell you this. Yes.
Let's fucking do this. Hell yeah. Filmvillains gets real.
So when I was a kid, I will tell you that Jeffrey Dahmer heavily influenced my psyche.
Oh, because you're in the same area and shit.
I grew up 3.5 miles away from where his apartment. So when that news broke, I was probably, let's say, I would guess 4 or 5. So I think that, what was that, 90 or 91 that broke? So that'd be like 4 or 5. And so I was old enough to know that something really scary happened and that this guy named Jeffrey Dahmer was like out there. But I was too young to understand like what actually happened. So that definitely is something, when I think back into my past, I'm like, that was a trigger for sure that got me interested in the macabre and interested in murder, interested in a scary boogeyman type thing. And then in terms of my personal flavor of horror, this is so weird, but I have a vivid memory of watching must have been like a true crime reenactment show or something like that, where it was basically like I hate to say it, but it was like a assault happening, like where this guy it was Bad News Bears. I shouldn't have been watching it. I was way too young. But that definitely also sent, like, I have a memory of that. You know what I mean? So that was somehow a formative memory. I don't know when or how old I was, but I remember that image in my head of whatever was on. And it was probably just like a Dateline or something. You know what I mean? But like, it was the implication of what was happening that I understood, but I was too young to really understand. And that definitely got me into some weird shit. And in terms of horror, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's why I was always probably more into like weird, like, grindhouse or exploitation stuff, or when I started getting into like early Wes Craven stuff, like really spoke to me, and like that psycho killer type of genre has always really spoken to me, just for maybe those reasons. So I guess maybe that's a long-winded answer of why I got into horror, or why I need a therapist, or why I'm kind of crazy, or why my head keeps turning this way. I don't know.
You don't have a therapist?
Oh no, I do. I had a full psych evaluation a year ago, so I'm not even kidding. No,
okay.
I mean,
you're safe out there, peeps. Okay.
Oh yeah, we're good. We're good, guys. We're good. Everyone's safe.
So Alex, I knew you when you were a kid, but tell us about like what was it that really sparked you, before you became a horror fan?
I mean, I was definitely, always an anxious, worried type and also a nerd type. And I think those two things definitely like predispose you to this. Looking at myself, like I relax with loud, fast, heavy music. Like if I need to get ready for something, like that is calming to me. If something stressful is about to happen, some meeting, something, I want that. My girlfriend wants like lo-fi electric beats, you know what I mean? And that stresses me the fuck out. Like that is like, I can feel that. And I'm like, like it doesn't do the thing it's supposed to do to me. And, addicted to excitement, whatever the fuck you want to call it, whatever the inner drugstore. That is why I fucking love horror movies. Whatever that's, I don't know. That dopamine rush that you get from horror movies that you're not going to get from some fucking just run-of-the-mill comedy,
Yeah. Okay. That's a good way to put it. The inner drugstore. I've never heard that term.
Right? Like that, horror can be shocking enough and disturbing enough that it can calm down what is shocking and disturbing in here. Like that's what it is. And it's a controlled environment and it's going to have some kind of resolve. And, I grew up, my dad's fucking 2-time war veteran PTSD. They didn't even call it PTSD when I was growing up. Like he was just shell shock, and self-medicating with fucking alcohol. I don't know how crazy and loud my household was, but I know that when it was crazy and loud, I escaped into horror movies. Like that was a nice, calm environment for somehow. And I got, also looking at it, my sister's 7 years older, so I got exposed at a very young age. I'm watching, The Exorcist.
What did she do to you?
9. She showed me The Exorcist at 8 or 9, dude.
Oh, that'll do it.
And then, she was friends with you when I was 11. You're 18. I'm seeing the movies that an 18-year-old horror nerd would see.
Yeah. What did you do to him, Christian? What did you do to Alex as a boy?
Yeah, tell me what I did to you, Alex.
You VHS tape traded me a shit ton of awesome movies when I was really young, and it was comforting. That was my especially. Here's the other thing: I was a sick kid. Like I was homesick a lot, and I don't remember specifically. I had some surgery where ACT dropped off. I even wrote about this in the My Favorite Horror Movie book. ACT gave me all the original Halloweens on VHS, like 1 through 6, or the first one through the Paul Rudd one. Like there was no Resurrection yet, no H2O, but those. And I was at such a young age that yes, obviously 1 is the best one, but I didn't realize how bad the ones after that really are from like a filmmaker standpoint or a movie standpoint. It was just more Michael Myers, more Haddonfield, more Strode, more of that. And
they're all masterpieces. They're all masterpieces.
Well, especially once Resurrection comes, for sure. Dangertainment, huge fan. So there's that. But hearing what Hunter just said too, like I'm born in the summer of 1984 in Los Angeles, California. This is my dad literally was sleeping in front of the front door when I was born because that was when Richard Ramirez was fucking going round, and we lived. There was, I don't know, a 60-mile fucking radius for him or whatever. And we were right there. His compound, his spot in Glendale, 10 miles from my childhood house. Bodies showed up in my neighborhood at that time. Mm-hmm. And so I think growing up in like a culture of just this fear and a cult, the
90s were
real life boogeymen.
Killers.
So let's put on a fake boogeyman. One where we see the boogeyman get captured and stuff, like SVU is like this crazy sex crime show, but it's so comforting because you see the resolve. You get to know that it's going to get wrapped up. You get to know that there's going to be justice, and I think horror movies, sure, Halloween ends with a little whatever, but Laurie's safe at the end, she made it. The things are there. And I think too, personally, born in 1984, I am a child of fucking slashers. Like I grew up, Freddy Krueger is an actual pop icon in commercials and shit, Friday the 13th was an ongoing franchise, these things. And I got to really get into movies. I really got into movies in the mid 90s as far as a fan goes, seeing things like Scream, you know, like this next genre of slashers. I know Hunter has the same story with that. Like we came up, every generation has their shit, but like, you know, I mean, we were there we were there for the last big budget indie films. We were the last people to see Tarantino and Rodriguez. That stuff's never going to happen again. You know, like we don't get, I mean, Damien Leone might be a little bit different, but you know, because it's odd to see big budget like mainstream horror short of The Substance. We just got lucky this year in Nosferatu, but you know, we were at a time where they were throwing fucking money at fucking Nightmare on Elm Streets and shit.
Yeah.
So trauma plus pop culture plus nerd plus sick kid equal 40-year-old horror obsesso.
Yeah.
Why are you in love with horror movies, Zach?
Yeah, and we're gonna and thank you for everybody for commenting. We're gonna get to all you guys' comments in a second.
Summer
I think,
84.
Yeah.
84. Don't age me up to Axe age yet.
Yeah. I'm not quite there. It's one of those things like, okay, so yes, us doing this book together, and if you guys haven't picked it up, you know, this is the book we all did with many of our friends about like what horror is, and that it made me reflect upon like writing my essay in the book, maybe reflect on what is it that got me into horror films. Kyle. And you know, like growing up, my dad was a hunter, and so I had a gun in my hand. At the age of like 4 years old, I'm shooting BB guns. Maybe 5, I'm fucking shooting real guns. And 7, I'm Christmas time. I have a gun in my hand under the Christmas tree. You know what I mean? So,
and the family was gone.
Yeah, the entire neighborhood. And I think that was part of it. That I was exposed to like just the death part of hunting and the skinning and the gutting and all that shit, like seeing deer hung in the garage and just gutted and bled.
I had that same experience growing up. Like the 22 by the time I was 4, I'd killed, like my family was all hunters, and I can picture, and that is also why I've been a vegetarian since I was 6 at the same time. Not to steal your story, Act.
I get it because I can't because at a certain point of in my hunting life, and when I was a teenager, I killed a few animals that I just didn't need to. And that was like, you know, the rule is don't kill anything you don't eat, right? But, you know, but then it's like, oh, well, you can do some squirrel plinking, you know, just get some squirrels because they do things where in the cow pastures and they dig holes and, well, you know, that kind of thing. And it's just all excuses. But I had a few experiences of animals that I killed that I didn't feel good about. And then I just like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I moved to LA too. Then you become this, you know, this liberal weirdo in LA. And so that kind of separated me from like that world. And I can't even kill flies. I can't kill. I
don't kill bugs, bro.
I only kill mosquitoes. Like because if you try to eat me, I'll take care of you. But with my electronic racket.
Promise.
Yes. So, you know, that's kind of I can't kill anything anymore. I save everything I possibly can. But either way, back to the 80s. I saw A Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, like a little piece of the boiler room scene that my mom was watching, and I swore I'd never watch a Freddy Krueger movie. That was 3 years of my life. I'm not going to watch any that. I will never watch that shit. And this is me, you know, like 7, 8 years old or something, seeing that. And but I liked Gremlins and Ghostbusters and the funny stuff. So my friend called me one time and he said, "Hey, I have a Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, Dream Warriors. You want me to bring it over?" I'm like. And he said, "Yeah, our friend across the street, or his brother's friend across the street, who was one of my neighbors, said, oh, he stole it from the local video store." And so my friend had the copies. I'm like, "All right, bring it over. You tell me when to close my eyes." And as soon as like Freddy started killing it, he's like, "All right, it's time to close your eyes." And I put my hands over my eyes, and then I hear Freddy cracking jokes and shit. And I started like peeking through. And after a while, I'm like, oh, this is fucking hilarious.
It's actually great.
Cool,
yeah.
And it's so creative and interesting and so weird and wild and wonderful. And I got super into it. And so I was drawing Freddy Krueger in class, writing about him. And it was just, it just became the new obsession. But I always, like, before that, I always had like a little bit of just a dark sense of humor, especially through comedy and, the things that we used to watch in the 80s, and just dark humored stuff. And even Ghostbusters is the reason why I first cussed on the playground. I said, let's show this prehistoric bitch who's boss, or whatever the line is from Ghostbusters. And I'm 7 years old cussing on the playground. And it was this enlightening fucking moment where the sky opened up and I became this cussing motherfucking cocksucker, but bitch, everything on the fucking planet. By the time I was in 4th grade, it was just like cussing all over the fucking playground. I just loved it. And so, I don't know, but either way, horror movies, I think, because of overcoming that fear of having that fear for a couple of years of saying, I'm not going to do this, and then overcoming it, then it just became like, it just opened the floodgates to just loving horror movies and Freddy Krueger and shit. And I go into a lot of details in the book here. I'll kind of just do like a little bit, but the kid across the street that ended up, that one that stole that tape from the video store that we watched, a few months after that, my same buddy was over, and his brother was across the street at that house. And my dad's out working. My buddy and I are watching like HBO Comedy Hour or something, and we hear like a pop. And my dad comes in. He's like, "Hey, did you hear that? Did it sound like a gun?" And I'm like, "Yeah, might have." And maybe I'm like 11 or 12 or something like that. And so then we hear sirens, and then we go, and it's like, "Oh shit, it's over at that kid's house." And my friend's brother was outside on the porch crying, and so my friend went over to talk to him and see what happened. And that kid was playing Russian roulette.
Oh, shut up!
He was just fucking around with and there was a blank in the gun, and he put it up to his head,
but it was close,
and it went off. And
oh my god,
yeah. So so and my friend's brother, Danny, he was like, he thought it was ketchup, and he started laughing when it happened.
Oh,
and then he was like, his friend's not moving, and then he had to call 911. And so that was also part of like me. I remember going to, thinking I was strong enough to go to sleep that night, and I remember crying and shit. My mom had to come in and like, help me get to, just calm me down and go to sleep. But and it wasn't like a friend, a guy across the street. He was a few years older than me, so he didn't hang out with me, but it still was like one of those moments where you're connecting all
that'll
these
fuck you
together,
up, yeah.
Like Nightmare on Elm Street and guy killing himself across the street accidentally, so yeah.
And when you're young, to see someone even just in your age range dying, is so dramatic. I mean, death in general is fucking trauma, but I mean, death happens to old people when you're young. It doesn't just happen across the street. Holy shit.
And I'm not trying to say that it was a big trauma on me, because I can't imagine.
I'm telling you it is.
Yeah, no, but I mean, all the people that actually have trauma in front of them, or their parents or their kid, anything that's like directly in front of you, it's traumatic for my friend my friend's brother, who is also my friend. That's definitely trauma for anybody, but I'm still distant from it. So it's just a little thing that I think accentuated my journey into loving horror movies. You're just you're overcoming the trauma, like whatever traumas you could have in life, and preparing yourself for the dangers.
Traumas.
Yeah. And preparing yourself
for I'm ready.
Yeah, preparing yourself for the dangers. Like I think about it all the time. If a killer is going to try to kill a bunch of horror people, or just a bunch of people that don't know horror, that killer is going to have a lot of trouble trying to kill the horror people, because the horror people at least are watching their back a little more. They understand a little more. They might know some defenses. They might not. They might know to
bad
not
for the
come
guy that
upstairs.
tries to break into my house, dude. I feel bad for that guy.
Yeah. No,
He's
me
gonna
too.
be in
I'm
for a
well
surprise,
prepared.
bro.
I have weaponry, swords, and everything. Just
I've seen Home Alone a few too many times.
I got a
like, come
couple
on.
of paint cans tied to the ceiling. Just
I have this
case.
in my desk drawer in case someone comes in. Just in case.
I have 1,000 horror tapes that I could just, dude. If I get into a room, I can construct these so hard. These things are fucking cracky, bro.
Kirk Cameron.
Left Behind 2, Left Behind 3.
That'll kill
Left Behind. Yeah, dude. Oh my god. Yeah.
So, throwback. You got to go back, guys. Okay.
Audience out there, if there's anybody still out there, let us know what you think. Adam Freeman, it looks like, commented. So the horror genre, some of the most clever films, the social commentaries can be fun. Analyzing the director choices is fun. Watching the artistry and the effects, set design. That's why I love horror. See, you love the craft of it, and that's awesome.
It is a craft, dude. It's beautiful when done right.
And it's the creative stuff that we just really love to dig into. That's what makes it fun too. It's just the absolute creativity and the freedom you have when making horror movies. Anything goes. So. Yeah,
it could be anything. Like horror encompasses so many genres too. Like you just think of all the different types of horror movies. It's like, yeah, there's a lot of different types of comedies and stuff, but like, I don't know. I feel like horror is broader for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
And that was one of the things Ack was saying that I related to too. Like my favorite shit is like horror comedy, like I am so drawn to Trauma and Toxie and Street Trash, and even like there's something that like make the scary shit a little bit more playful, I guess, or something. I don't know what it is, but it's a bit more calming, a bit more of a hug, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
but I've always liked the funny fucking horror movies.
Yeah,
I'd rather have a Chucky than some paranormal something most of the time.
And that's the gateway that'll help you get into it. And then you can go darker and darker, into the Solos and all that.
I watched Solo one time and that was enough for me.
I've seen it not way too many times. I could always watch it. It's a classic.
That's not one I've ever felt the need to go back to.
Yeah.
I do own it. I do own it.
Oh yeah,
Mark Vision's truth, spit and truth.
Yes,
all gore should be neon green and hot pink and ultraviolet and blue. I fucking love Street Trash.
Back to this conversation
on my forearm, Mark.
Wait,
a bottle of Tenafly Viper. Okay,
I can't concentrate because all I'm seeing is your crotch.
Yeah, you should put some pants on, bro. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you should just. I'd rather have just point the camera back down. Let's keep that going. Jesus is GOAT said, my love for horror in a nutshell. I feel if I can handle horror, I can handle whatever life throws at me. Yeah.
That's pretty valid, bro. That's pretty valid because, life throws a lot of weird shit at you, man. And so
I think that's the goal for sure.
Yeah.
I still believe I can manage a zombie invasion better than like taxes or a stressful phone call or anything like that.
Sometimes I just hope for something like catastrophic, like a zombie apocalypse, because I know I'd be okay. I'd fare pretty well. And I think that if I got with a little bit of luck and a little bit of help, I could be like, one of the clan leaders in like a small community of a zombie invasion, I feel like I could handle that shit. Yeah. And you know what I mean? It'd be simpler times. It'd be horrific, but it'd be simpler in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
You guys want to join forces?
Kyle, we have a new fan, so Kyle, thank you.
Kyle's a fucking G, bro.
Kyle M.
Yeah. But yeah, we for everyone that's in here too, we stream every Monday. We've been like for some time now, but every Monday at about 8 p.m. Central. Subscribe and do all that jazz because we're here every Monday, man.
Yeah.
Like, comment, rate, review, love.
Hunter, you can always channel Spencer if someone breaks in.
Hey, Summer.
She's referring to the movie number 2, Jennifer, that Hunter directed.
Yeah.
He comes back. When Spencer come back?
Oh, yeah. Spencer's in 4.
Oh, yeah.
Spoiler alert! You got to watch For Jennifer.
Hunter, surprising robbers with a would you rather.
Yeah, they bust in. I'm like, would you rather if you were 1 inch inside this guy or 2 inches inside that guy? Would you go back and forth to get out of there?
You confuse the fuck out of them. Like, wait, what? Why am I here?
You'd be like, what the fuck? I'd be like, take off your pants. No,
Wait, is this for riddles or did
That's
I
a
come
good.
to
That's a good angle, Hunter, for sure.
Yeah. Would you rather blowtorch your own face or
Right, because they're both happening. Because I've seen Home Alone.
Or walk out of my house because you're
or
gonna
walk
get
the fuck
blowtorch
out of my
in your
house
fucking
because I'm
face.
about to blowtorch your face. Yeah, dude. Oh man.
Yeah, Mark Visions also has a butcher knife at arm's length. Yeah, I appreciate the the camaraderie in. And this one's a nice ancient one, like fucking.
Oh, nice.
From like some sort of butcher shop that's all labeled.
Take someone's hand clean off.
Yeah.
Of that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
Well, that's why we like horror movies, man.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think that's it. Anybody have anything last to say?
No, man. Film villains,
horror movies.
Horror movies are cool. And if you get a chance, man, watch some Tales from the Crypt, dog. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Thanks everybody for showing up.